What would you do in a zombie apocalypse?
Just like immediately surrender. Like Hunger Games, you know how when you like rise up and you're about to like jump off the platform to swim to the cornucopia?
Yeah.
And then it blows up if you jump off early. I'm jumping off early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like take me out. I don't have the energy to fight.
I'm a hider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm also, like I said, I think I could maybe befriend them. What is that called? Crohn's disease? Prisoner's disease?
Stockholm syndrome?
Stockholm syndrome. That's what I'd be really good at that. I honestly think I could convince the zombies, hey man, I'm quick. I can go get...
That's not even what Stockholm syndrome is though. Stockholm syndrome is it when you're abducted and you fall in love with your kidnapper. So I'm actually not sure at all what you're referring to. That could possibly be related to Crohn's disease.
The Stanford experiment.
No. How old do you think the youngest person to go through menopause was?
You think that's happening to you?
I genuinely am curious because of the hot flashes.
50, 45, and 55.
But who's the youngest? Can you go through menopause in your 20s? Starts for most people in their late 40s. I know, but what's the premature menopause begins before the age of 40 and can sometimes happen in your 20s. I think that's what's been happening to me this week because I am like hot flashes, grumpy.
Okay.
Like claustrophobic in my own body. Like I don't even want to like be in my shoes. Like I feel
you taking
like,
your shoes off?
Can I?
I don't care.
Yeah, I mean I'll just like kind of loosen them at least.
Okay.
Just
if it helps with your
everything is feeling so tight.
If your premature menopause will kind of lay off so we can record for a little bit, I think take off your shoes.
Yeah, I think that could help. And just like I'm wearing like these cute little socks. So
yeah.
I have to.
Show them
just
off.
because of my menopause. No, you start.
Why am I sweating so much? Are you giving me hot flashes?
I'm telling you something. Our bodies are so in sync that you're going through menopause as well.
I can't. I do have too much to do to go through menopause right now.
You can, yeah, it sucks. Trust me. I know.
I'm going to freeze my sperm.
Oh, because why? Because you're going through menopause?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably should. I should freeze my eggs while we're at it.
My time is ticking.
We could go together.
I'd like to freeze my sperm.
And I'd like to freeze my eggs if you have time.
And keep them separate. Hey guys, we are Brooke and Connor, and we're making a podcast today. And so I'm going out of town. We're pre-recording this episode so that we don't leave you hanging out to dry. And so for these next 2 episodes coming up, today we'll be doing a special mailbag episode. You guys wrote in questions, Q&A. I asked for social security numbers as a joke, and I got like a ton of them. So I had to delete my story pretty quick because I don't know the legalities that surround asking people publicly for their social security numbers and how many people were willing to send in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. What I think that some people send in their actual thing just based on the
I feel confident they do. And just so you know, this episode is coming out in 2 weeks from the time that we're sitting here today.
Yeah.
So anything that happens between now and then, none of our business.
It's none of our business.
None of our business. We're not
so
responsible
any current
for it.
events,
consider
us out of the loop.
Yeah.
Well, consider us in the loop in our own privately.
Privately in the loop.
Whatever happens to be Davidson.
In the comfort of our own homes. Private. Handling it privately.
Do you think anyone's going to die in the next 2 weeks?
I hope not. Let's just manifest no.
What if we go 2 weeks globally with no deaths because we manifested it?
I think it's incredibly possible with the power of the studio.
Elon Musk is going to shit his pants if we population control wise. Oh wait, no, he'd like that.
He would like if no one died?
Yeah, because he's worried that the population is rapidly declining. That's why he's having sex with all his employees.
Okay, got it. That's crystal clear.
Just to try to do his part.
Okay.
So
we're going to be asking each other some questions.
Yeah.
You have questions on your phone.
Yep.
I have questions on my phone.
Yep.
And we can go back and forth and kind of see what happens.
Yeah, I just want to circle back to the social security number thing really quick.
Sure.
The thing about people sending me their social security number is that I'm pretty sure if I was at the airport and they were like, you can pay $1 for this Diet Pepsi in this vending machine, or you could type in your SSN, I think I would opt for the SSN.
If it was free with your SSN?
Yeah, do what you want with it.
True. Like, what what's so important about it? Somebody could steal your identity. I
No
guess.
idea. Honestly, take my identity.
I know.
Give me a little break. Okay. Well, you have to pay my parking tickets also if you steal my identity. Okay. Well, so Brooke's earphones have gone out again.
No, but they're back. So it's
and they're back now.
I'm starting to think I'm hallucinating it.
You're hallucinating because of hearing.
It seemed to just be a minor blip. So
maybe it was a blip in the system.
Yeah, I think it was a blip in the system.
So anyway,
I think Elon is hacking into
Elon?
What's his name? Fuck, because I only ever read it.
Did you have breakfast?
Elon
Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also just don't know how to pronounce names.
That's okay.
Or words.
It's kind of none of your business.
What did I say? Elon? I'm thinking of Alana.
Yeah.
Alana Musk.
Oh, and congrats. Oh, yeah. Congrats to Abby Jacobson.
Oh, yeah.
On her engagement.
I love Abby Jacobson of Broad City. She's engaged.
Okay. Well, anyways, let's
dive in.
off.
Can you go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
So we got a bunch of questions. They're in no order besides chronological, I guess. So they are in an order. But I'm just gonna start here.
I'm nervous a little bit.
Yeah, I'm nervous too, but I'm gonna I'm just gonna start really easy.
Okay. Give me something what's your favorite movie?
Okay.
Or just something very simple.
Okay.
To ease me in.
When is the last time Brooke and Connor have hooked up? Just gonna ease you in.
I don't know.
Are you gonna be honest?
No.
Okay.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready, guys? All right, you're up.
Okay. That one made me sweat so bad.
That's okay. It's the menopause too, baby.
I know. I lost my
That's okay.
Okay.
And these might be a little rapid fire, and they might.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Me, Cody, Noel.
You, Cody, Noel. Oh, that's hard.
And then I'll do it with you, Cody. And
right.
Noel.
Okay. Totally. So this is good. That's so hard.
I know.
Because you're talking about all of our coworkers here.
And that kind of boss.
My bosses.
Yeah.
And since we don't have an active HR personnel on set, I'll just opt to go very transparent. Who am I going to fuck out of the three of you?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I am. Can we not maybe do this one? I feel like this is not.
I feel like you have to, but you can give a reasoning that will kind of get you out of the hole, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to kill this person, but out of respect for our friendship or something. You
Yeah,
know?
totally.
Kind of like that.
So it's just weird because I do have to have sex with one of these three. And I'm sure you guys all seem to be great lovers.
Uh-huh.
So I think
you can kill me.
I'm not, so
out of respect for our career.
Well, I think that one of them would rather die than have sex with me.
It would, and I feel like it would be Noel.
So I have to kill Noel. Now it's
out
not
of
sorry.
out
no
of
offense.
respect for him.
Out of respect for you, I'm looking out, and out of respect for the dynamic that we have in studio. So I have to kill Noel, unfortunately. Although I feel like he may be a stallion in the sheets. I'll never know because he's
You'll
dead.
never know.
So I have to. You know what? I'm gonna fuck you.
Oh,
yeah, I am.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah, because
you want.
Cody's kind of just got a level.
He's a
very
good
steady, put together.
Yeah.
And
you don't feel that way about me.
Well, maybe I have to kill Kelsey.
No, she's not.
She's not involved. But if I'm gonna marry Cody, then
you assume her support.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's what it is. That's the answer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna answer it.
Okay, so you are so awful. Okay. Here's one. How tall are both of you? That's a low hanging fruit.
This is one
that's
I know
a softball pitch.
You're gonna lie,
Brooke. Okay. Here's the thing. When one of your friends lies, why do you feel the need to call them out? Right. Why don't you assume you never give your friends benefit of the doubt when they're lying? Brooke is not, by the way, if you guys are ever in a situation with Brooke, which has happened to me about 60 times, when you're going to actively lie with a straight face to benefit you, Do not expect to get away with it because Brooke will correct you.
I can
and
tell you exactly why I correct
and act
you.
like you are the most outlandish human for lying.
No, I'm not acting like you're outlandish. I correct you because your lies also affect the way I look.
Then you should learn how to lie.
I don't want to lie.
Learn when to lie.
No, I don't want to lie, and your lies affect me.
My lies have gotten me where I am right now.
That's fine.
Okay.
And I've also gotten you where you are right now with my partnership and love. So one cannot live while the other survives.
We could be hosting the VMAs right now if you would just learn how to lie and when to lie.
It has that has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
How tall are you?
6'4".
I don't even need to. No comment because that's just like outlandish.
It's right there. We have it pulled up.
Yeah. Okay.
That was when I played basketball in high school.
Okay, I'm 5'11". Then, if you're 6'4", mathematically, because from the difference, if you're 6'4", mathematically, I'm like 5'6" or 5'7".
That's quite the leap from 5'6" to 5'11". Anyways, yeah, I'm 6'4", but I don't know how all of Brooke's questions have been turned on to me so far.
I kind of like this game.
Yeah, because you're just absolutely berating me on the right side of the...
Answer a question thoughtfully and truthfully, and I wouldn't have to.
No.
Then you know what's coming.
What's up, guys? We want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Bombas. Bombas' mission is simple. Make the most comfortable clothes ever and match every item sold with an equal item donated. So when you buy Bombas, you're also giving to someone in need.
Bombas designed their socks, shirts, and underwear to be the clothes you can't wait to put on every day. Everything they make is soft, seamless, tagless, and has a cozy feel.
Oh, that's huge.
There's a pair of Bombas socks for everything you do. They come in tons of options, like comfy performance styles made with sweat-wicking yarns, which means your feet stay cool while the rest of you works up a sweat. I know.
What? Bombas no-show socks are designed for comfort while being specifically engineered to never fall down. Oh my God. So let your ankles be free to soak up the sunlight.
That's what I always say.
Yeah, Bombas t-shirts are made with thoughtful design features like invisible seams, soft fabrics, and the perfect weight so they hang just right. Bombas underwear is also so breathable and fits so well it feels like you're wearing nothing at all. In a good way.
And did you know that socks, underwear, and t-shirts are the 3 most requested clothing items at a homeless shelter? That's why Bombas donates one for every item you buy. So far, Bombas customers like you have helped donate over 50 million items of essential clothing.
Go to bombas.com/B&C to get 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/BANDC for 20% off. Bombas.com/BNC.
Okay. What are your thoughts on Halloween?
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know, so I grew up in Texas. I wasn't allowed to watch Harry Potter because my mom was convinced that there was black magic involved in that trilogy. And there was. They talk about black magic all the time. I don't think she really read the book.
Well, yeah, it's the whole point, kind of.
Yeah. The dark arts were a conversation probably in one of her spooky Bible study groups or something. But Halloween itself, she also convinced me that haunted houses could very easily result in my death because someone could be hiding in there with a real chainsaw.
Like a real murderer disguising
everyone
himself.
would be like, oh, whoa, Connor's going along with it, but I'm really just being stabbed to death.
Right.
So I never really got to enjoy it.
That's the one concern I think is fair about all the trepidation parents have with Halloween. Like the razor blades and the candy, that's like, come on. That's not going to happen to me. But I do think it's possible that I would.
Oh, it's going to happen to me. The way that
the razor blades,
Tootsie Rolls down my gullet.
You like Tootsie Rolls?
Oh, hell yeah.
Ugh, that's like one candy I just cannot get on board with.
Why?
I don't. Ugh, they're just like.
It's just.
I
taffy.
don't like. You know what? I don't like candy. I like chocolate. The only kind of candy I really like is those Scandinavian swimmers from Trader Joe's.
Me too. Swedish
But like, you give me Skittles and M&Ms, I'm picking M&Ms. I would never ever pick a Skittle. Like I would never willingly pick up a Skittle. Like it's not disgusting, but it's like no purpose to me.
Okay. But Halloween, just in general,
I never got.
I don't like the color orange, so I think that's or
Do you
brown.
like dressing up and stuff?
Yeah, but I dress up like pretty much constantly.
Right.
So I don't really need a holiday for it.
See, I don't really care about the dressing up piece. I more care about like the seasonal October, fall-y, like haunted hayride, haunted house. piece of
You
Halloween.
like functions.
Yeah, that I love.
And activities.
That I
Yeah.
love. I don't care about dressing up. I don't care about Halloween parties.
I
Even
like,
trick or treating.
I'll
Like
be
I loved
honest.
trick or treating when I was a kid, but like now that does nothing for me. Like I just love the vibe of Halloween in October.
I have two things to say.
Okay.
One, I just love being spooky in general. You know?
I love spooky season.
I
love
like spooky.
season.
I don't like scary. I like spooky. I cut it off at scary.
Well, how would you differentiate the two? Like psychological thriller versus like gory?
No. I don't know.
Okay.
I like spooky because it's kind of fun. Scary is just like, why would you want to
Mm-hmm.
put yourself in a situation that genuinely scares you? Although I do like Misery Loves Company. I like being scared with my friends.
Yeah.
But I don't like just sitting in a movie theater watching a scary movie.
I love.
Secondly,
Love.
my parents' neighborhood growing up outlawed trick-or-treating because they were just like hateful people that just had huge sticks up their butts. And so we had to do trunk or treat, which is where all the parents would decorate their trunks of their cars. And then we went car to car
Oh, whoa.
in the parking lot.
Weird.
Hell on earth.
Interesting.
Yeah. So what drove
That kind of
what
sucks.
drove the teenagers to drink so early is you
Is
started
trunk or
stripping
treat.
away our rights.
Yeah. Yeah. That sucks. I'm sorry.
So
you went
then we
through that.
needed to go illegal.
Yeah.
we needed to
How
go illegal.
old were you?
Wait,
Okay.
I got to tell the story.
Waiting.
Speaking of pushing us to drinking at 13. So 13 years old, first time I ever sipped alcohol.
That's pretty young.
Yeah. And we weren't
Was
like,
that like typical of Texas?
yeah.
Oh,
Because like our parents would go to parties, have cocktails or whatever, and the kids would go to the same parties, but we just like, I guess we were playing tag or something. I don't really know I can't remember what we did. But my friends were always like older than me in the neighborhood. So I had friends that were like 2.5, 3 years older than me. And that's who I rolled with. And I was like 12, I think, actually. And they were 15.
That's crazy to me to think of.
11 or 12. I can't remember. So
Okay, it's getting younger every second.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Because we were really young. So none of us they weren't driving. We were driving
Like you
golf
weren't even
carts.
going through puberty.
No. And I remember they were like, we're going to take some beer. We were at the Miller's house down the street. And there's one of those the dad fridge in the garage where like the dad had all of his Bud Light and stuff in the garage in his garage cooler or his garage fridge. And they were like, you're wearing a Bumblebee costume. And it was a big fat Bumblebee costume. I can probably find a picture of it actually. And they were like, so we have to stuff your Bumblebee costume with the beers. And I was 12. And I was like, okay, let's do this. And so we went in the garage. They put 7 beers, Miller Lights or Bud Lights, in my Bumblebee costume, zipped it up, and we left. And I'm clonking through the house, like squeezing my way through. And everyone's in normal costumes. I'm in a Bumblebee costume because I'm a child. We get on the golf cart. We crack one beer open. They all take a sip. I take a sip. I'm wasted from a sip of beer.
Yeah.
Like, or it was in my head, but I
It's in your
remember
head,
being
but
like,
that's like such a universal
oh my
experience.
God, I'm drunk. This is cuckoo.
Yeah.
And then I had a panic attack. My first one ever, I'm pretty sure. And I said, they're going to find out. And then I started scaring everybody else. I'm like, oh, crap, we got to get rid of them. We all lived on a lake. So we threw all the beers in the lake. And we were like, okay, phew. And the Millers lived on the lake. And then the beers started popping up in the lake because they float. And they were bobbing around. And I was like, they're going to wash up to the house. And so I pretended like I was sick. So my parents would have to take me home. So they wouldn't see the beers bobbing around the lake. But that was Halloween.
Wow.
I guess I don't care for Halloween.
I love the season. In summary, I love the season. I don't like going to Halloween parties and stuff and dressing up.
Okay.
I just love spookiness.
I understand.
Okay, wow. But I do think that's a universal experience of having one sip of beer
Yeah.
for your first time and then just being like, I am
Do you remember the first
fucking
time you drank?
blacked. Yeah, I had one sip of beer in France when I was 16 and was like about to get on the next flight home. Because I was like, 1, I'm an addict.
Yeah.
2, like I'm so drunk, like I need my stomach pumped. And like they're gonna send me home. And then it's just like it's like the worst experience. And then I just like never drank after that because it was so bad.
Well, Rachel C. wrote in and actually said, worst family vacation stories.
Ooh. My family did not go on a lot of family vacations due to parents not enjoying each other's company from a pretty young age.
Yeah.
But we only went out of the country once. And I think that I don't have many memories,
Yeah.
which is scary as a child.
Sure.
So you go first.
Oh, I don't have any memories as a child.
Yeah, they're pretty much gone. Which
Gone with
the wind and the
and the
times. And my
in your menopause.
Yeah. Worst family vacation.
I have one. If you want to think.
The only one I can think of is we used to go to the shore a lot when I was a kid, with the Jersey Shore.
Right.
And in my mom's minivan, or maybe it was my dad's truck, there was like one of those TVs, like the car TVs that would flip down. And me and Noah, my brother, were watching Legally Blonde. And I was probably like 7 or 8 and he was 5 or 6. And she says asshole in it. And so my brother called everybody asshole for the rest of the trip. And he was like 5. And then we weren't allowed to watch Legally Blonde again. And that was just like the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. Because that's one of my favorite movies.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Mine was like while I was in college. Like my freshman year.
Oh, really? Is this the one where you just like got in a fight with?
No, I told the Yosemite story already, so I'm not going to tell the Yosemite story again, where my sister broke my nose. But we went to Japan.
Oh, whoa! I feel like your family was so active with trips and stuff.
That's what we did because my dad was a pilot. So we went to Japan. We were in Tokyo, and we were supposed to be there for like my mom and dad were going to leave, and then me and my sister were going to stay there. So
alone.
Yeah, and we were going to, because we had plans to do the whole country, but my parents just wanted to do Tokyo and then go home. So they were going to do that. And my sister, because of the time change, woke up at 3:15 in the morning and started blow drying her hair. And we were in the same hotel room. And so I walk in, I go, shut up. And she goes, no. And so I'm like, there's no way this is real. Like, you're not really doing this.
What was she doing? Why at 3 a.m.?
No,
Maybe she just like had to shower at that time because she was up. And then it's like, once you wet your hair, it's like, what choice did she have?
I sleep with a fan anyway. So I was like, it's no big deal. I can deal with the noise. But she was leaving the door open because the hair dryer was getting so hot. So it's 3:15 a.m. She's blow drying her hair and there's a light on. I'm like,
well, you can't expect her to do it in the dark.
3:15 in the morning with a hair dryer. I'm like, I'm jet lagged too, and I'm like, you gotta just make yourself go to sleep. You know. So, anyways, we got in a fight. She slams the door, hits me in the face. It's like a big hotel door, and I go, no, this is not happening. Whatever. I forget what happened, but we got in a big fight.
Right.
I was bleeding out of my nose again, or out of my head. The door was really heavy, and it hit me in the face. And so my dad wakes up. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm going on a walk. I left the hotel room at 4 a.m. I didn't come back till like 11 in the morning.
Like went rogue in Tokyo?
Went on a walk. And Tokyo's so awesome. You can walk around everywhere and get food and stuff. And
I just have no concept of Tokyo.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's basically a city.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really awesome. And then I came back and I was like, where's my sister? And they were like, she took a flight home. So that was the worst trip ever.
No way.
It like messed up everybody's flights.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're going to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, MTV. That's huge.
Yeah.
Right? Okay,
MTV.
Sweet. Get ready to join MTV at music's most anticipated party, the Video Music Awards. The 2022 VMAs are Sunday, August 28th at 8/7 Central, and you can always count on this award show for some pop culture chaos.
I want to go.
I need it. This is hyping me up. I'm so excited to tune in at 8/7 Central on August 28th.
Me too. There will be epic performances from some of your faves, like Panic at the Disco, Anita, Marshmello, and Khalid, J Balvin, and so many more. Not to mention the iconic Nicki Minaj is taking the stage for an epic career-spanning performance as she's crowned the 2022 Video Vanguard.
Brooke, how about this? Who's going to win Song of the Year? Who's going to win Best Collab? Who's going to win Video of the Year? The hugest names in music are nominated for this summer's must-see event. You're not going to want to miss this. We all know there will be some amazing VMA moments that everyone's going to be talking about, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Party with MTV at the Video Music Awards, Sunday, August 28th at 8/7 Central.
Any who, Dad?
Wow.
Okay, that was mine to you, actually.
Okay,
so.
I've got one for you then.
All right.
Oh, some of these are really, really good.
Yeah.
Okay, who would be your dream podcast guest who's not a crush? I guess that was more specified towards me.
Yeah,
the crush.
You'll answer too.
Who's your dream
surely.
podcast guest?
Jim Carrey.
Wow, reaching for the stars.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
You don't think that's the stars? You think that's possible?
Yeah, I really, really think that anything is possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Jim Carrey came on the podcast, that would be one I would have to sit out, just due to like Terrified, because of The Mask. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, would not be
Ace
able.
Ventura, Pet Detective, and The Mask.
Yeah, would not be able to be in the same room as Jim Carrey.
Oh. Well, who's yours
Because of The
then?
Mask.
I feel like he's one more we'd have on, and you'd be like, I'm obsessed with him.
I would watch and I would support you.
Yeah.
My dream podcast guest. The thing is, like, I don't want anyone to come on that I'm obsessed with because I know that I wouldn't be able to interact with them in the way that I would want to interact with them in a dream scenario.
Right.
So I feel like my dream podcast guest would be
Harrison Ford.
no, probably like Steve from Love on the Spectrum. Like someone I just like adore platonically,
Yeah.
and just like want to talk, genuinely want to just talk to.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, he is awesome.
Yeah.
He really is.
So I'm gonna go with Steve.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks.
Okay, so Val writes in, is it inappropriate of me to go to a Pitbull concert on 9/11?
Oh, I saw that.
She's already bought her tickets.
Yeah. You know, 9/11's a very loaded day for.
Because it's my birthday.
Yeah, it's her birthday, and it was kind of the onset of a lot of my mental issues.
Weird how that
I know.
aligned. Like, it's my
I
birthday.
don't think it's a coincidence, to be honest. Like
And
that's kismet.
Val has her Pitbull tickets on 9/11.
I think you can.
I think
I
definitely
think
go.
you can go. I think you can go, and just, I guess, just with social media, etc. I would just maybe hold off on posting till the next day. I don't know.
It's a tragedy, but what?
Yeah.
Like I'm so for being like, this thing happened, being mindful of it, but
Mhm.
just like you can't let it ruin your Pitbull experience. Like
I would go, and I would just, I think if it were me, I would just like post the next day, so it doesn't look like you were raving on 9/11. But
I mean,
yeah.
I'll be raving on 9/11.
Yeah,
It's my
okay.
birthday.
I know you will. But-
When it's on a Sunday, I'll probably just be like panicking.
We should do something for your birthday.
I might be in New York.
Okay. Yeah.
So no, thank
Okay.
you so much. Okay, you're up.
Okay. Do you think trauma is required to be funny?
Oh my God, I love this question, and it's actually part of my stand-up set that I'm writing.
Oh, give it to us.
I don't have it totally written out, but I actually wrote this down the other day, and I was thinking because it's really hard to be funny just in general.
Yeah.
It's also really hard when you don't have a bit that was given to you by your circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say that's just like privilege, but like no one talks about the comedic privilege of like getting beaten severely as a child, or having your parents just be like shitty, or having someone die. Or
Wait, you're saying
I had a really
you're
good life. What am I supposed to be
you're
funny?
underprivileged because of your privilege,
Comedically.
but you consider yourself funny.
I'd like to think that.
So how are you underprivileged if you're funny? Because you are funny, regardless of your trauma.
Like,
You think you'd be funnier if you had trauma?
if I had a bit I could riff off of. Someone's gonna take that out of context and rip me to shreds. It's a joke.
So you do think you can be funny?
Yeah.
Without trauma?
Yeah, I think, but it's a lot. It's more of a gift given to you by
funnier,
God
But you're funnier
Yeah.
with trauma.
than something that can be.
Yeah,
learned.
no, I think you can be funny without trauma, but I think a lot of people with trauma like use that and come up with really, really good stuff from it.
Mhm.
Yeah. You're just like lacking the bit. Although I will say, like, you know how when people get drunk, they start talking about their childhood trauma?
Yeah.
For you like always like pull up a chair next to me and you start talking about your like acid reflux as a kid because like you're reaching so hard. And your GERD, is that the same thing?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've heard a lot about that.
Thanks for bringing up my
No,
trauma. Just
no
to-
problem. Yeah, just kind of checking.
So that's just
to
like
remind
something-
you do have something.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Chewing on my mic today.
Was that a me question?
No, that you asked me
Okay.
that, but I think that That's an interesting question because I
Yeah.
think that like it is harder for me to write jokes as I don't have a bit. I think a lot of people have the
I think your bit is
rags
thinking
to
your
riches
is
bit.
GERD.
Or they have, yeah, I think that's why
I
it's
think
part of my
that's your
set
bit,
because I'm
yeah.
going to lean into that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for bringing up that
Mhm.
thing. Did your parents almost name you anything else?
Yes.
What is it?
Bobby, Bobbi. For a girl.
Wow. Damn, that sucks.
No, I
Oh.
wish that was my name.
No, I'm saying that
Oh.
sucks that you didn't get that
I
name.
know. Don't you think? I really like it.
Bobby
and
would have been cool.
It's original. That's the thing. Like, I wish I had an original name. I like Brooke, but it's not super original. It doesn't translate to other countries. Because,
Oh.
like, when I go abroad, the few times I've been, like, people cannot say my name.
Huh.
Yeah.
What do they say?
Just, like, broke. Or, like literally just something, like, so, like, unpleasant to the ears.
Whoa.
It's just so American.
Yeah.
I don't think I look like a Brooke.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I know another Brooke.
Really?
Yeah. So congrats. You claimed it. In my vision, you look like Brooke
yeah.
because of it being your name as well.
It's not like super common
Yeah.
that I'm so upset about it, but I wish it was a little less common. Like, I want my kids to have like kind of weird names.
Yeah, but
know?
it is important to keep in mind that you are naming not only a baby, you're also naming a
an adult
toddler
and
you know, a 30-year-old.
an elder.
You're naming a 40-year-old
Yeah,
as well.
I know.
And an old person.
I think Bobby would be cute at any age.
I agree.
Do
I
you?
think Bobby would not be cute at like 37.
I think it would.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you could change your name, and this was one of my questions, so sorry to hijack. What would you change it to?
I don't have that readily available. I don't think
Mhm.
I have that. Probably like something. Well, I don't know.
Were
Like-
there any alternative names your parents had?
Yeah, Austin. I was always born. I was always born
You
to be like
look like an Austin.
a white dude.
Yeah.
That is just my parents' dream
What if you were a girl?
of theirs was to be. It was going to be Connor both
If
times.
you were a girl?
Yeah.
That's cute.
And then it was going to be Austin because I was born in Austin. So clearly
Uh-huh.
I didn't get like my creativity from my parents, which is another trauma piece. Like, where did it come from?
Right. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard for me.
To be searching with no
Searching.
answers. I was
Um,
going to be Ben for a boy.
Oh,
Just so.
that's very
ba-
Jewish.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just know a
But
lot of
it's-
Jewish guys named.
Yeah.
Ben.
So my cousin's Ben now.
Yeah.
Because we were all going to be B's. Because my bubby.
What happened to Noah?
Well, just like the oldest. Because Ben's the oldest of him. And I'm the oldest, you know.
I can't remember what I was going to follow up with. Oh, my name if it wasn't like if I could choose.
Yeah.
Tiger.
Oh. Really? Okay.
I don't look like a tiger to you.
I guess now that you say it, a little bit. Yeah. I would just not address you. You'd be like one of my friend's parents who I just never address. You know?
Yeah.
I think I would like just go with Bobby. Like
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
You planted a seed.
Yeah.
I think you're up technically, but
Oh,
because you hijacked it, I
hijacked
think I'm gonna
yeah,
just take
that's
it.
fine.
Do you have any thoughts on sorority rush, particularly in the South?
No, just because I never ever participated and never wanted to participate. So I just scroll past. Like, I'm not even on that side of TikTok.
Yeah.
That's Bama Rush or whatever, because I just don't engage.
Right.
Just like never been.
You don't
a
have
part
any
of-
thoughts from the outside looking in?
I haven't looked in. Like I barely know what it is.
Yeah.
Truly. Like, it's just kind of like a foreign concept to me. Because my school didn't, it had Greek life, but it was like very like loosely affiliated with the school. And like people just like didn't really do it.
It was like club.
Kinda.
Huh.
It just like didn't really exist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a foreign concept to me.
Yeah.
But Greek life was foreign to me in general when I went to college. I remember in high school, all my friends were like, "We're not doing that. That's so losery."
Uh-huh.
And then freshman year, immediately
Everyone
we
did
all
it.
did it. And I was-
You did it?
yeah, I did it first
Whoa.
because I had no friends.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, "All right, I'm gonna do it." But
Did you stay in it all 4 years?
No.
No.
I dropped
Okay.
like almost immediately. But sorority stuff,
Uh-huh.
I was always like, "Damn, this sucks." They can't drink, so they're out like raw dogging meeting people, and
They
there's-
can't drink?
No, and they're like,
But they do, right?
no. Well, a lot of them like that is like their life or death, really, to get into these
Right.
things. So like
And
a
they
lot
would
of them
get,
take
like,
it very
kicked out if
seriously.
they drank?
Yeah, I know girls that were like blacklisted for the most random stuff from everybody.
Sorority girls drink.
Yeah, but like not. No, like not in the houses. Like they can go to parties, but they can't be.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know that.
I mean, I'm not speaking for everybody, but like, hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make cooking at home fun, easy, and affordable. It's why it's America's #1 meal kit.
Savor every last second of summer with HelloFresh. HelloFresh delivers fresh, quality produce from the farm to your door in less than a week, allowing you to enjoy the delicious flavors of the season. Heading out for one last vacation? Update your delivery address and enjoy HelloFresh at your vacation destination with just a click. Plans are flexible, so they work with your changing schedule.
Do you need another reason to stay in for dinner?
I personally
Well, just hold on. Hold that thought. Because HelloFresh is 72% cheaper than dining at a restaurant and is even cheaper than grocery shopping. That puts money back in your pocket. I love HelloFresh because of this reason. I told you I'm getting back into cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I am killing it. What did I cook? It was another chicken dish. Brown sugar bourbon chicken.
Brown sugar bourbon chicken.
It's just incredible. Like what
that
the human,
sounds really good.
It's dank,
I've
and it's
gotta make
incredible
that
what the
one.
human body can do. And it was actually super easy because first of all, I wouldn't know what to buy. Second of all, I would have forgotten half of it because I would have gotten ADHD at the store. But anyways, I nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Go to HelloFresh.com/BNC16 and use code BNC16 for 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 free gifts. Again, that's HelloFresh.com/BANDC16 for 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 free gifts.
Jeez.
HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
But it just seems the reason I think that it would be fun to rush a sorority is because I'm manipulative, and so I'm good at making people think that they like me.
Yes.
So that is one of my skills.
Yeah, that is making sense to me. Does it make sense to you that I was not a part of that?
Well, you didn't have it at your school. How do you know?
But it did. It existed a bit. But I think if I guess I can't speak to it. But I think if I had gone to a school where it was popular, I wouldn't have done it. But I guess
it's hard to say.
It's hard to say. Yeah.
Well, you're up.
Okay. Oh, we did this the other day. What is our favorite things about each other?
Nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go on. Oh, do I have to answer?
I can go first if you want.
Okay.
My favorite thing about you is that
it's just so I hate shit like this.
Okay.
It makes me so I hate any affection thing, but I'm gonna power through. Go on.
We can totally skip it.
No, I'm gonna power through.
I think it's valuable.
Okay, then let's do it.
Well, now you're making
Just
me
like a
feel.
public
Now I
forum
feel.
where
Now
it's
you're making me feel weird about it.
Being like.
I think it's refreshing for.
Okay.
But we can skip it because now you're making me feel weird about it.
Don't, because I'm sweating so much now that we've paused. It's so much to linger on this. And it's on my.
Do you want to go first then to get it over with?
I like your teacher spirit, which I don't really know how to explain what that is, but it's understanding. Like if I pissed myself in front of you, I wouldn't be embarrassed, because you're you're human.
That's a nice thing to say to someone. Thank you. That's really nice.
And I have shit my pants actually in front of you.
Yeah.
And you were like, let's just get you home. I was sober.
That's sweet, Connor. Thank you.
Thanks for being there.
No problem. Anytime. My favorite thing about you is that you make everybody you're talking to seem like the most special person in the world.
That is why I think I could get it through the sorority rush.
Yeah. I know, and you did. And I know you could.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Anytime.
You know what's funny is I have
breeze through that. That was so painless.
That was so painless.
So painless.
I have my goosies now.
Mm-hmm.
My hair is sticking up on my leg. Okay, how about bouncing off of that one, and then we'll go to something that is unrelated.
Okay.
First impressions of each other.
I like that.
Yeah.
Again, my first impression of you was just about the way you can speak. I was just I've never heard anybody that can talk so much and so much and so well. Everything that was coming out of your mouth, I was like, okay. That's a lot of stuff that's coming out of your mouth.
Actually, yeah. I picked them up from the air. Hurt you and Kat from the airport.
Oh, and when I met you in person.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about when I met you over Zoom or
FaceTime.
Oh, yeah. I was just amazed by the way you could speak and just hold a conversation.
Yeah.
Because I had just never seen anybody like that in my life.
Thank
in
you.
in a very good way.
That will roll really well into a follow-up question
and then
too.
when I first met you, it was your legs that really took me by surprise.
Yeah.
Just like Connor has the best legs. That's my favorite thing about you, actually. Just like so like lean and like tone.
Nice.
Like I don't know. And you weren't wearing shoes
Yeah.
when you came to pick me up from the airport, and that I was like, that makes so much sense.
I hate wearing shoes.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't speak a single word when I picked you up from the airport.
Really?
The first time. Nope. Kat was in the front seat. You were in the back seat.
I remember telling, because our friend Kat, Connor, me and Kat went to visit Connor, and I was like, Kat, you have to sit in the front seat because I don't want to sit next to Connor because I'm scared.
Didn't speak a word.
Yeah, I
was like,
did.
No, like here and there, but like Kat fully like totally normal. You were kind of like, and I was like, oh shit, is Brooke gonna be like a freak? Because I didn't meet you in person until right then, and then it was okay. But I was.
Oh, how long did that last? That's
Till we got home, but we were only 20 minutes from the airport.
okay.
But I was like,
I don't like car rides.
yeah.
Yeah, car rides make me feel sick.
But then we unloaded the stuff, and I immediately think I got you guys drunk
Yeah, I was fine.
pretty quick. So that was that. So I think you're up now.
Oh, okay.
I like this style because I get a second to like.
My questions. Oh, here they are.
Shoot.
Oh, that's
Scared me.
scary. I thought they deleted. They deleted. Okay. This is
Nothing. I just.
This is a good one. It was asking me, have you ever ethically/unethically clout chased, or is that just a Connor thing?
Yeah.
That was a question for me.
Oh, answer.
Like, I'm asking you, because I feel like if that had ever happened, it would have been near you. I don't think so, because I think by definition, clout chasing is you're using them for content.
Yeah,
kind of,
like
right?
should I go to this event
right,
so I can take
so
a
I can
picture
take
with
a
this
picture.
person and post it?
The people that
So
I
it
go,
looked good for me.
I definitely freak out about people and get really excited to see them, but because like I'm genuinely a fan and I don't need a picture. I don't need a picture.
Yeah.
I would like one just to be like, but I don't need to post it.
Right.
Yeah. So I would say no.
I'm trying to think, and I don't think.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
ever
think
been
I
the
do
case.
that. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good for you. How did you guys come up with the name of the podcast?
I wish we had
that is like really tough to explain.
I wish we had the list of all the other names, because we were together and just like going back and forth and back and forth.
How in the world did Brooke and Connor come up with the name Brooke and Connor Make a Podcast?
I think it was, we were trying to think of we were like, okay, what if we did like a movie or a book that's well known and just like played around with that name and our names. And then I literally thought of just like a movie that already had people's names in it.
Yeah.
Zach and Miri Make a Porno. And then I was like, okay, what if it's
There
Brooke
it
and
is.
Connor Make a Podcast? And then that was it.
Yeah.
And then
That was funny. I think it's really funny because we're not like, pardon my take, or like, with all due respect. It's like all these
That
things
was gonna be it. Me and Connor, way before Brooke and Connor made a podcast, were like, we should do a podcast, and we like zoomed and recorded it, and we were like, we'll call this With All Due Respect.
And it was trash.
It was
I hope
so
that never
fucking
sees the light
bad.
of
I think
day.
I still
That's
have it
really
on my
scary.
computer, which is so scary.
I think you're up.
Okay. Ooh, this is kind of like tea,
Okay, go for it.
but I don't think you're gonna answer. A celebrity you met that. Oh no, this is not tea. This is reverse tea. A celebrity you met who you thought was gonna be not great, but was actually so nice.
Do I have an answer for this?
I don't know. I feel like you typically have high expectations of everyone. Not high expectations.
No, I
but
mean,
just,
I could answer this question about influencers,
yes, do it.
but I don't want to because that means that I was expecting them to suck.
I don't think you're. Let me reframe. You weren't expecting them to suck, but just like they exceeded your expectations.
I still don't want to say 'cause it
Really?
just like kind of puts it in a light of me. There have been several TikTokers I've met that seem like giant douchebags online, and then you meet them and you're like, wow, I could actually like invite you to my wedding. Really good dudes.
I think you can just say it.
No, you can context clues. People can figure it out. But as far as celebrities, I don't think so. Ashton Kutcher was a bummer, kind of, but I can't think of like,
blame 'em.
yeah, I can't think of anyone. No, I don't have really any celebs that. I didn't. I also like people. Someone said like, can Connor stop talking about Will Ferrell so much?
No.
Like seeing him. No, so shut up. But Amy Poehler obviously was like
Right.
a blast. Like that was on no expectations for that, and that blew it out of the water. What about you? Anybody that?
I think like. No, I think every celebrity I've met, I've been like, they're just like, it's crazy that they're actually people and they're so nice.
Okay, yeah, no, I agree.
think I don't think I've had a bad experience yet.
No, I
I
haven't had like a horrible experience. I would say that Ashton Kutcher was the one.
The worst. I don't think, I don't go up to people.
Yeah.
Unless I'm already like such a huge fan. And I think they've all been really great.
All right. What would you do in a zombie apocalypse?
Just like immediately surrender. Like Hunger Games, you know how when you like rise up and you're about to like jump off the platform to swim to the cornucopia.
Yeah.
And then it blows up if you jump off early. I'm jumping off early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like take me out. I don't have the energy to fight.
I'm a hider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm also, like I said, I think I could maybe befriend them. What is that called? Crohn's disease? Prisoner's disease?
Stockholm syndrome?
Stockholm syndrome. That's what I'd be really good at that. I honestly think I could convince the zombies, hey man, I'm quick. I can go get.
That's not even what Stockholm syndrome is, though. Stockholm syndrome is when you're abducted and you fall in love with your kidnapper. So I'm actually not sure at all what you're referring to. That could possibly be related to Crohn's disease.
The Stanford experiment.
No.
Huh. I think I could befriend the zombies.
Okay.
As long as they're reasonable, you know. I'm not talking. I don't know. I think that we could figure out a way to work together. I'm pretty quick. I'll go convince that guy to come over here, so you don't have to.
You're overestimating the zombies.
Their ability to reason.
Yeah, they're just like totally like out for blood and only like they have no interest in being your friend.
That changes things. Then I'm gonna hide, I guess. I've always been a good hider.
I'll be long gone.
Rip.
Yeah.
Can I eat your body?
Yeah, permission granted.
Thanks. I'm 100% cannibal. That is an Army Hammer quote. And we'll be moving on. What was your next? I have another one. I have a follow-up.
Okay.
And then you find one and get ready to go.
Okay.
If you had 45 minutes left to live, what would you do?
Take a nap.
Yeah, I would do. I think I would pace around.
Like, I'm not enjoying those 45 minutes.
I would pace around and bite my fingernails.
I would, like, watch a show and just be like, and soak it all up and knit and just, like, do what I love and makes me comfortable. And I make myself comfortable.
I would not, like, everyone would be like, I'd call my parents. I would not call my parents because my dad would be like, did you figure out your health insurance?
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
No.
That's not how you want to spend your last 45.
Don't you know I have 45 minutes left? Connor, I told you really need an accountant. And then I die right there.
Yeah.
Die full of stress. All right, you're up.
What's your favorite thing you own?
Oh, mama. I'm a really nostalgic object person. I've always said, like, I think I'd be a really good minimalist if I wasn't a hoarder. So I, like, attribute a bunch of memories and stuff to certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I've been getting over that, which is good. But most important thing that I own, this is going to catch a lot of people off.
Really?
Yeah.
Go for it.
This is going to make a lot of people very scared.
Okay.
I think that this is my favorite thing. My sister got a seal, like a snow seal, like a white seal, stuffed seal, life size, for Christmas one year, and she was too young, so I stole it. And
life size?
Yeah, that's like big. And it is like
I guess I was thinking like our size, but I guess that's not
that's
seal
a sea
size.
lion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like one of those fluffy white ones. And I got it and I stole it from her. She was too young. Yeah, it looked exactly like that.
So cute.
Yeah, and I still have it.
Oh,
and
at home?
I like when it falls in between my bed when I'm at home visiting, it's still on my bed. Like, my mom still has it on my bed. And that room isn't even my room anymore.
Why don't you bring it here to California?
I don't trust myself because I lose stuff.
Don't you want to be with, is it a boy or a girl?
It's called Sealy.
Don't you want to be with Sealy?
The brain was really working when I named that.
Don't you want to be with Sealy?
No, because I know he's safe at home. My mom would never dare. My mom would throw away photos of like my first birthday because she likes to keep things really clean. She's like neurotic. That word came up a lot. So it kind of that one looks like a cheap knockoff of Sealy. Sealy is like a really nice version. Looks real. Like if you saw it outside, you'd be like, "What the fuck
is Sealy like
that
worn
seal
at all?
doing out here?" Yes. So Sealy has long plastic whiskers, and I've chewed off almost 75% of them. And so that is at some point I'll get Sealy restored.
There is restoration for that kind of
I
stuff.
know, but
I'm on that side of TikTok.
I have like a chew on it still.
Yeah.
I
So
have
is
that
a girl?
No, it's they're non-binary.
Yeah, okay.
They like Sealy has never had a gender to me ever,
Whoa.
and I attribute these human factors as an adult to Sealy,
Totally.
which is great. It's not like I cuddle with Sealy. I'm just like
My
Sealy has this part of they're part of the bed.
My obsessive energy growing up was channeled into stuffed animals.
Yeah, I understand that.
Like I must have had like 400 stuffed animals. I had a hammock in my room that was just piled
rich
with stuffed animals. Not even rich, just like they can't sit on the floor anymore.
What did you live in a rainforest cafe?
No, I did. I lived in Pennsylvania in like kind of like farmland.
Totally.
Yeah.
Speaking of rainforest cafe, we had this phone call so long ago, but I collected frogs, like every kind of frog.
Me too, in the garage, and then they died.
Oh no, not living.
I collected living frogs.
I had living frogs for 6 years of my life, 2 of them.
They were just in my backyard in farm country, Pennsylvania, and so I had a terrarium that I would just plop them in, like
food or water.
No food, no water, and like they died, and that's when I learned.
Weird.
That's so random.
Yeah.
That's when I learned. My mom sat me down and was like, "If you love something, you must let it go. If you love these frogs, you need to let them go."
I'm gonna text my mom after this and have her send a photo of these frogs that I said, "Bitch, if you touch these frogs, I will end your life."
Yeah.
And they're
stuffed frogs.
They're in the attic. It's genuinely a fire hazard, like because my parents are in Texas and it's 115 degrees in our attic, and they take up a section of the attic. I had frog wallpaper. We had a muralist come in and do a mural in my room of
and you're
frogs.
making fun of me for the hammock.
Not a legit mural. It wasn't a good painting.
You said mural.
It was a mural, floor to ceiling. It was all frog. I had frog bedding. I had frog lights. I had frog rocks at the Detroit airport, Denver airport of Detroit. They have a store that just sells rocks, and someone carves these little rocks.
Yeah.
I brought some. I have paperweights. I have 2 in my house now that I brought back. Frog and Toad books.
Yeah.
I had the stuffed things. It is just incredible. I'm still pretty obsessed with it.
I love frogs. Too.
I had those fat ones too. Those fat frogs.
Real. My parents never let me get real frogs.
Yeah.
Because of what had happened in the garage.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But like, they didn't give me the opportunity to do better.
Well, they should have had you.
I did the best I could with what I had.
You did the.
I was young. I was like 6.
I know that smelled crazy.
I don't actually remember the specifics. Just that if you love something, you have to let it go. My prized possession, I probably would give you 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot what.
No worries.
That was a good combo we had.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 3. Hurry. You think top of your head.
I have them. I already know them.
My bad.
Yeah. My phone is like in terms of like that's the most like useful thing that I spend every day on, and objectively couldn't really live without that.
Yeah.
And I'm like I got a new phone, and I'm really obsessed with the way it fits in my hand. And my phone case, by the way, is a frog that says I'm going insane. Anybody want anything?
That's
nice. So my phone and phone case wrapped into one. That's 1. 2 would be Hodgepodge. Hodgepodge is my stuffed dog.
Oh, I was like the crafting material.
No, Hodgepodge is my stuffed dog that I sleep with every night.
I know.
I've had him since I was. Do you know him? You know Hodgepodge?
Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah, I've had him since I was like 5. He's pretty worn down, but I wouldn't want to take him to one of those restoration ladies because it's just who he is. Yeah, it's just who he is. And then my 3rd would be one of my knitting sweaters. Okay. Like if my house was on fire, I would pick. I don't know which one I would pick, but it would definitely be one of them. I think maybe the Harry Styles house.
I think if my house was burnt on fire, I think I would go down with the ship because I'd be trying to figure out what I should take. Did I tell you the other day?
That's why you got to plan it out.
Yeah, I need to think about that when I get home. I had a dream that I was panicking. My house was on fire. I could hear someone yelling, "Get out, get out, get out." I can't find it. I can't find what, but I'm searching. I'm looking for it. And then I find it. You want to know what in my dream I was panicking about finding and taking out of my house?
Can I guess? Or will I not get it?
You can try to guess.
Was it what was that thing that you made us eat, me and Matt eat on here? Squid ink? Was it the squid ink? Is it a food? Is it a stuffed animal?
It was my TI-84 calculator for some reason. Maybe because I failed calculus twice in college and had to switch my major, so that's why I felt the need to really
That's a
take that
total
with
like
me.
stress stream.
But bizarre, like
Yeah.
who's writing this shit?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it is brilliant.
That is a plot.
It's crazy what our minds are capable of that we don't have access to.
Who's doing that?
I know.
Can I borrow him for a
I know.
second
If I
to
could-
help me with my stand-up?
If I could touch base with my unconscious mind,
I know-
I have so many things I want to ask.
All I know is fine dining and breathing. The name. We need the name.
What is that?
SpongeBob.
Oh my God. I completely forgot about that
Good
episode.
episode.
Somebody asked me what our favorite SpongeBob episodes were.
Oh, what's yours?
I mean, it's so lame.
Okay.
It's Hash Slinging Slasher. That ties into the Halloween. Like, I love spooky things.
Yeah.
That is just like all-time favorite. I mean, I think the second favorite, also lame, is when Squidward gets his hands on a Krabby Patty.
That's a good one.
It's so good.
That's a really good one. My top 3 probably nematodes, jellyfish jam,
I was gonna say jellyfish jam.
and that one where Sandy goes absolutely buck wild and because she needed to get all her stuff in before she hibernated.
Hibernating. Yeah, the
That was so
hibernation
funny.
episode is really good.
And I also like when Squidward goes off to the retirement home.
I love when Squidward goes to the retirement home.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Also, I like when
I also like Panty Raid.
Panty Raid's good. I also like when Sandy. I forget. I think Sandy's hibernating. She turned into like, no, I'm Dirty Dan.
Yeah, Dirty Dan.
Yeah. SpongeBob's in there and he's like, Sandy,
We should.
I need a watch, a wallet, water.
We should react to an episode of SpongeBob
Yeah.
for bonus content.
Totally.
one day.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yeah,
Sorry.
do like one more and then we can break into a part 2.
Okay. I have one right now. What's one thing that you thought you'd grow out of, but you haven't?
Like my entire personality.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
How about you?
Peeing sitting down.
You pee sitting down?
Sometimes. It makes sense.
I used to pee standing up for a really long time when I was little.
I think that the world would be just like in general. I think it would solve a ton of issues if
Everyone it was
everyone just
normalized.
peed sitting down.
Yeah.
I'm
Who
gonna,
started peeing standing up as a guy?
it's easy. I mean, like I get it. If I just am like going to a urinal, I prefer peeing in a urinal if I'm in public. In my house, sitting down and being on my phone
Yeah.
in the restroom is pretty much top
Totally.
thing I could be doing.
I wonder why it's so normalized to pee standing up.
I think I prefer peeing standing up in public, but in the
yeah,
privacy
because
of my
it's
home,
normalized.
I would sit down to pee.
Because you'd be judged for peeing sitting down in public.
Yeah, I could write a thesis statement on peeing sitting down.
I
for me
encourage
personally.
you to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my answer. Do you want to do one more and then we
Yeah, I can do one. I can do
can okay,
one.
do one more and then we'll take a break. And reminder, we're going into a part 2 of the mailbag for next week as well. So if you liked this one, you're in so much luck for next week.
Good point.
You ready?
This will be a good one to end on.
Okay.
This is kind of phrased weird. But if I could have one part of each other's bodies you would switch with your own. So like what part of your body would I want on my body and what part of my body would you want on your body? Your legs.
You're going with my legs.
Mhm.
I could have sworn you were going to say penis.
No, actually I wasn't at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, legs.
Let me think. Probably, I want your eyebrows because I want to experience what it's like to have eyebrows.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'd probably say eyebrows.
Okay.
I'm so jealous of people with like these
I wish I had
very strong,
less eyebrows.
like dark features on your face.
Yeah, I've got those. I wish
so
I had less
jealous.
of them.
It's awesome.
I would actually counter the legs. It would be legs, but then second to legs, it would be like your skin, like
Inability to grow any hair at
like
all.
your hair, but also just like the general smoothness, because like you just have good skin.
It's just crazy that I don't grow hair. I got reamed on Instagram because of my armpits.
Right, because I had to start shaving my armpits in 3rd grade.
I could not wait to just have
Right.
hair on my armpits.
I know.
To like shave my body, and I just wasn't granted the opportunity by
I
Lucinda.
wish there was a procedure for us
Yeah.
that we could hair transplant, but onto each other.
What is that called?
Hair transplant, hair transfusion.
Maybe we could osmosis.
Yeah, we see. Yeah. Okay. Well.
All right. I think we wrap up after that.
That was a blast.
That was fun. It flew by.
Yeah, and if you have any more questions that you want us to answer in later episodes, you could email them to dearbnc@gmail.com.
That's Dear B and C.
BANDC@gmail.com. And we could totally add them to
Yeah.
our lists and answer them. But as for now, we'll see you in part 2 next week.
That's our show.
Kiss
Smooches.
smooches.
See you.